What's going on, trainers? Dom from the Otaku Room, and Pokemon Horizons continues to just be awesome. This was episode 119, and it was filled with great information about Terapagos. It was filled with our next mission, with a great preview for Dot kind of taking the reins into investigating 𝐒𝐻𝐸 next episode. We had evolution happen. Crocalore finally evolved. Crocalore finally evolved. And we had 𝐒𝐻𝐸 and Roy's relationship kind of exceed a little bit as well too. So let's just kind of break it down. So, once again, I think Pokemon Horizons is something that if you are a longtime watcher, like you and I both are, I think, we're all really eating good right now. I think let's start by talking about kind of the Terapagos stuff. So the beginning of the episode kind of has them figuring out with the partnership with Briar, kind of everything that's been happening with Terapagos and why Terapagos couldn't completely eradicate all of the 𝐜𝐴𝐸 that is kind of infesting everything. And they kind of determined that the reason is because they had the 6 heroes, so meaning they had 6 Terra types. And how to really get Terapagos' ultimate power is to get all the different Terra types. So basically get all the different Pokemon types in one area so Terapagos can pull the power from them. And when it does that, it's going to reach its ultimate power and be able to eradicate the 𝐜𝐴𝐸. That's their goal. So they kind of put that together, which I think is a lot of information. So what they need to do is first go save the 6 heroes, right? They need to save Lapras and all of them. And that's kind of their first mission. The next thing is Roy. Roy has really been showing off his growth. And as you guys know, if you've been a longtime listener, a longtime watcher of the channel, I've never been a big Roy fan. I'm really not a fan how much screen time they give Roy. For me personally, I still feel like it to this day. 𝐒𝐻𝐸 is the best character that Pokemon has produced in a very long time, and she is our main character. And I think more focused towards 𝐒𝐻𝐸 and her growth because she's just so... I don't even know how to say it. Like, she's so real, right? Like what you imagine a kid to be in her shoes, in her predicament. Like, she acts her age, she acts appropriate. She doesn't know what she wants. She didn't know what she wanted to do. She didn't know what she meant to be in this world. Like, what kind of trainer does she want to be? Like, there's a lot of questions that are put onto kids, especially in this world, where it's like, yeah, it's like, you're 10, you're 11, you're 12. Like, yeah, you don't know what kind of trainer you want to be. You don't know if you really like Pokemon. You don't know if you want to be a trainer. Do you want to be a Pokemon master, a Pokemon champion, a Pokemon breeder? Do you even want to do anything with Pokemon? So I just love how 𝐒𝐻𝐸 has just been a great character. But I will say that Roy has been getting significantly better. And this episode, right, he wanted to go heads down. Let's go save the 6 heroes. And 𝐒𝐻𝐸 has the cutest moment with him where she's like, Roy, breathe. And she's like, she basically does like pregnancy breathing techniques with him. And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, I'm back. All right. And I thought that was such a cool moment between them as friends. And it really just shows how close they've really gotten over time and how comfortable 𝐒𝐻𝐸 and Roy are together. Like, not romantic in any way because, one, they're children. But then, 2, it's kind of just like it's like a familial bond in a sense that they've just really grown close, right? I just thought that was really cool. And that led to him go and fight, what's his name with the D? Dredgery, I don't remember. Dryer, whatever the dragon trainer's name is. They go and he goes and battles him, and he finally needs to go and overcome them. We saw Kieran this episode, and he goes and he fights him, and he has a great battle, and it ends up with, Roy once again syncing with his Pokemon. That's Roy's big thing, which is kind of why he took to Mega Evolution so well. And, through him and his Pokemon, he's able to go and really sync up with Crocalore. And Crocalore is finally able to evolve into a Skeledirge. And they really, really sell it on, his the little egg at the top of Crocalore's kind of like fire nest pops up and it sprouts wings. And basically like it hatches from the egg. And that's what causes Crocalore to evolve into Skeledirge with now his little bird at the top, which is adorable. And to me, once again, solidifies how goated the Paldean starters are. I still hate the bird, but, when it comes to Skeledirge, when it comes to Meowscarada, they're 2 of my favorite starters of all time. Meowscarada specifically, if you guys didn't know, Meowscarada is, where's my finger? Meowscarada is back there. Sprigatito, Meowscarada, like literally my favorite, like probably top 5 Pokemon all time. But Skeledirge Fuecoco is up there. Crocalore is awesome. So I just really love how they gave them their time to shine. And just, again, it shows me, I don't care what anybody says, Paldea is awesome. I love Paldea in Pokemon. And I just think they really nailed it here. They nailed his evolution. And he's able to overcome Drayton. I couldn't remember his name earlier. He's able to overcome Drayton and his Pokemon. He's able to overcome Archaludon, which I thought was just so cool. And that leads him into, that secondary path once again of growth. Then they say goodbye to everybody at Blueberry Academy. They say goodbye to Briar and the principal, and Lacey and Udato have their moment together. They talk about having quizzes again next time. And then now they're setting off to go and actually infiltrate Exceed. And that's going to lead us into the next episode with Dot. So this episode was awesome. It was so much fun. And again, I just think it's so cool to see. I think this episode was easy at 8 or maybe even, I think it was an 8 out of 10 anime episode. I think it was a 9 out of 10 Pokemon episode. I just really loved the episode. And I thought they really capped off their Blueberry Academy adventure really, really well here. So yeah, this episode was awesome. I can't wait to see next week. Next week, you have Dot finally looking all the girl part. She's looking all girly. And I think it's just, it's her infiltrate, Exceed, and we're going to see what ends up coming from that. So I'm excited for next week, but this episode I think was a really good episode. Next week seems more fillerish because it's kind of like Dot's side mission. But this episode I thought was just really, really good. So yeah. All right, my friends, I'm really excited for next week, but this one capping off really, really good. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching my Pokemon Horizons content. Hit me with a like before you guys leave. And good luck shiny hunting this weekend if you're still playing Pokemon ZA or one of the other Pokemon games. All right, peace.